Hello there and welcome to the new channel.
Here to help you see
The new you.
My name is Carmine Ortega.
Dennis Calamba.
This is Nato Agbayani.
My name is Juan Lu.
I'm Chino.
I'm Trisha.
This is Apple Manansada.
This is Attorney Carlo Ibanez.
This is Attorney Sheila Santiago.
This is Angie.
This is Argamit.
My name is Dante Salama.
This is Jesse Francis Rebastillo.
I'm Dania Cunha.
Mon Mendoza.
I am Mapet Erhino.
I'm Leo Bryan. Mike.
Nice one, beer.
Sir Al Ian Barcelona.
Marvin Salazar. This is Sunny Haldons.
Heidi Lumainos.
This is Ivan Jude. Patrick Geronimo.
Alan Perez.
My name is Erwin Ursua.
My name is Bob.
My name is Lloyd Luna and this is
Future.
The Talk.
Family Business.
The Puppet Stories.
After Shift.
PNC Town Hall.
YOLO.
Marketplace.
The Home Buyer.
HR Hotline.
Danny Art Show.
Healthline.
Foreign Affairs.
COVID stories.
Awesome Day Show.
Thank you.
Money and more.
Cybernext.
Women at Work.
Win Within.
Port Project.
The Big Picture.
Sometimes life lets you down and you feel that you are done. You just want a morning run because the fun is all gone. Sometimes life makes you proud when you look far and wide, when you leave the pain behind and see the brighter side. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC ignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you. Sometimes life makes you blind and you choose something bad. You just wanna cry and hide and save your face from the crowd. But sometimes life makes you see the beauty in you and me. When you look up above, there is God and there is love. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC ignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new. We're here to help you see the newness of life. We're here to help you feel your hope is so real. You got the power to see. We'll help you see the new you. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you.
The new channel. The new channel.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to the new channel. We're here to help you see the new you. My name is Michelle Mras, and welcome to Mental Shift. Well, good evening to the United States, good morning to India, and to the Philippines, magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. My name is Michelle Mras, and today I have a very special guest. This is the very last episode of season 1 for Mental Shift, episode 18. And I have my dear friend who is, I've got to line this up. She's a learning facilitator. She's an Indic wisdom enthusiast, international TEDx speaker, which is where I met her, alumna and guest faculty member at the Indian Institute of Management at Bangalore, a psychologist, corporate leadership coach, award-winning women achiever of multiple levels of awards. I mean, she's everywhere. And she's been interviewed by TV channels and international radio channels from around the world. And she has 25 years of rich experience. She is simply my friend, brilliant, and one of my mentors. She doesn't know that yet. Please welcome my friend, Srividya Nagaraju. Did I torture your name?
Yes. Namaskar.
Namaskar. No, I wanted you on this show because this is my final season of season 1. And since it's the end of my season, it's the end and the beginning of the next. I wanted you on, and I gave you a little hint of it, because you were part of the ending of my other season in my life. So when I went to India, well, wait, let's start back. I met Sri in Colorado Springs during my TEDx. She was another TEDx speaker on the same stage with me. And I was in the middle of my traumatic brain injury. I don't remember the day. I don't remember anything about it except that I was there, she was there. And I declared to the world that day in the TEDx that I was going to take charge of my life and I was going to be the best version of me. And then about 6 months later, I thought I had been doing it. And then I found out I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And then that shifted me into my other mental shift. And then when I went to India to accept an award for the Women's Economic Forum, Women of Inspiration, Sri reached out and she said, "Hey, you're coming to my side of the world." And I don't remember her. I didn't remember anybody from the TEDx. And she reconnected with me and she says, "No, we need to connect. Remember what I talked about?" I'm like, "Yeah, Shakti." But that's all I remembered. I remember Shakti, but I didn't remember anything else. And we'll talk today about why Shri's back in my life and why she got back in my life originally, because it's a huge universe brought together. Now, I kept talking and I didn't let you say hi. Hi. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Now, when I met you in TEDx, you did talk about Shakti. Can you explain what Shakti is? Because they can find your TEDx online. Just Google her name. You're going to find it.
Simple. In India, Shakti means power. And in India, women are also called Shakti.
Mm-hmm.
So Shakti means power. Women means power. So I don't say women needs empowering. They already have the power. Perhaps we just need a little bit of nurturing and a reminder saying, "Hey, you have the power. Please leverage it."
You've got the power. Yes. Well, that is why I truly believe I went through my whole cancer journey and I was given a very short time to live. And I remember my husband saying, you've got a weakened immune system. Why do you want to go to India? And I said, I need to go to India. And no one else really understood that. I said, I have a calling and I need to live fully. And I'm going to, if I died in India, then I'm meant to die in India, but I have to go. And I went to India, met with you. Went to the Economic Forum, but then went to Bangalore with you and spent week or two with you actually. And you helped me explore who I am and India at the same time. And I really want to thank you for that live on air. Thank you for being you, because no one else knew this, but I was having a big struggle with who I was. I had just had a double mastectomy. I was in a cancer journey being told I was going to die any day now. And I was wondering, who am I? Am I even a woman? And am I human? And I was having that conflict in me when I came to see you. and you embraced me. Your whole family brought me in, and you showed me the nature and the beauty of India and the culture and the food and just everything that you just brought me into your world as family. And you helped me, we had some deep thoughts. You helped me think about where I belonged and that Shakti that's in me no matter what. And I've been obligated to be with you forever because of that. You are forever my friend.
It was universe who did that. I was just an instrument, Michelle. And I'm so glad to hear that really made a big, huge difference in your life, the visit to my place. Wow.
Yeah.
I know. I can see the Michelle who I had seen at my home and the Michelle now. Huge transformation.
Yeah.
I must acknowledge that. I'm so happy. And such a positive transformation.
You had a big part of that, you and your world. And when you saw me under stress, you said, let's go take a walk. And you brought me to this big enclosure of trees and nature. And I remember just touching all the trees it was like this overload of nature. And I felt for the first time in many, many years of my life in tune with the world. And I knew I belonged and I wasn't supposed to be gone. It was just this, I can't explain it. And when I explain it to Americans that I've met who've never been to India, and I said, no, I went to this huge place where there are trees from around the world. They were hundreds of years old, and no one believes me. So I had to Google them to show it. Where did you take me?
It's called Lal Bagh.
Lal Bagh.
Yeah, it's a botanical garden. So it's there for years and years. And the energy is very different at that place because you have all kinds of plants across the world there.
It's beautiful. Well, let's get off of me because I keep talking about how I love you so much. What is your mental shift? What brought you to what you're doing today? Because you went to the Harvard of India. You are Indian Institute of Management, okay? So you're in this other tier, but here you are as an entrepreneur, coaching other people and leading other people. You're a psychologist. What are you doing in the field you're doing now? What brought you here? Where was your mental shift?
I think I need to give you a little more background.
Yes, please.
Spend a few minutes of telling where I was, and then I can tell you where I am today.
Okay.
Back then in my college, can you believe I failed in my 12th grade?
Oh.
Okay. I know it's very difficult to believe.
Yeah, I can't imagine you failing anything. Okay.
I did fail in my 12th grade. And that was, when I took up science, somehow science and me, I think we couldn't build rapport. Now you learn to say it in a very sophisticated way. But yes, from then, today's journey is huge. And what helped me back then is, yes, I have failed in my 12th grade, which is a fact. I can't shy away from the fact. But am I a failure? That's exactly what I asked myself. Should I just give up because do I declare that I'm a failure and put one label on my forehead and say, oh, I'm good for nothing. I can't do anything. But I said, and thanks to my family, okay, they said, you can't do science. It doesn't matter. Do something else. Mm-hmm. So that little shift of trying to do something else shifted whole my approach towards life and saying, okay, I am not a failure. Failure is just a part of our life. And I think success, failure definition, we all need to understand it differently than what we perceive it as. The real failure is one of our great people, President of India, past President, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He's a fantastic human being and an inspiration. He says the real failure is failing to attempt.
Yes.
Yeah, you understand that, Michelle. Who else can understand that better? You didn't give up on your life. Forget us on exams. You didn't just give up on your life. You said, I'm going to leave. And you did. Now look where you are. You're not just living life of your own. You're living and helping others to live. Not exist, but live. Live life to the full extent.
Yes.
So those small changes, I'm sure the universe will support us through someone or the other around us. We just need to pick it up and we just need to listen to it and say, let's move on. Now, no looking back. So I think the mental shift message, first message for me is accept the failures, saying I have failed in this situation or this exam or in that particular, but I am never a failure. Nobody is a failure.
Yeah, I failed at that event. It's just a tiny bit of my entire life. Now, the other thing that I wanted to bring up with you is when I think women empowerment, I think you. And this month is Women's Month, right?
Right.
What did they say? Choose to challenge.
Yeah, that's the theme of this year. Choose to challenge is the theme for this year, Women's Day or Women's Month.
Women's Month. Choose to challenge. And I love that. What's your concept on choose to challenge? Because when I think choose to challenge is I don't have anyone telling me. It's me. I decide. And that's where I think a lot of women don't everybody, but a lot of women choose that they think this is what they belong and this is where they should be. And they choose to stay.
Right.
Choose to stand up. What's your take on that? Because I love it.
I love that. Choose to stand up. Choose to claim your space. Just simply choose to claim your space. When we have to challenge ourselves, I'm sure we all love to challenge. And often we mistake challenge means it has to be good. Like I have to climb the Mount Everest or, that kind of thing. Yeah, why not? But doesn't mean you have to do only that. What can we do on a daily basis? I think we can make choices. And here, it's a reminder for all the women across the world that we do have the right to make choices. And we do have the power to make choices. And it is absolutely okay to make choices.
Agree. I agree so much. I mean, we had these conversations when I was with you, when I was upset and I would be wishy-washy about what I wanted. And you said, what do you want? What do you want? And I said, I don't know. I want to be happy. Well, what would make you happy? I don't know. And so when all those times when we would walk through the botanical gardens, I was asking myself, I would ask questions and look in the trees. Now, I have to point something out because I find it very funny that you and I both do the same thing. We have different colored nail polish on our fingers. I choose not to have them all the same.
Exactly.
I wonder what that
how we can make choices in every small, tiny things in life.
Exactly. And that's what we're sharing today is choice is a choice. It can be small. It can be big. If you look at my old videos, like Cherie's like, there's been a big difference in you. When I last saw you, I think I was 120 pounds heavier.
Right.
And I remember talking to you and you said, Michelle, you don't eat. Well, I didn't want to eat because I don't want to be big. And you would say, eat, it's healthy, you eat. And so I was eating healthy food. And that was a big component because I realized I could eat and I didn't hurt. Remember, I kept saying, I don't eat this stuff because it hurts. And then you introduced me to naan. And I love naan. It's my thing. But that's the whole thing is I learned that I should eat so that my body knows that it's feeding instead of starving and then storing. You were a big part of that because you were telling me to eat and have my tea and, all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, in American culture, I was told, stop, don't eat. The more you put in your face, the more you're going to gain weight. When actually it's the opposite. You eat healthy because now I eat. My friends laugh at me. I'm constantly eating. I eat like every hour, every day. I'm like a bird. I'm constantly eating. But before when I was with you, you had to force me to eat once a day.
Right. I remember that.
It's a choice. And once you realize the tiny choices you can make, the tiny changes you can make, and something as simple that you were saying, this is a healthy, this yogurt is made from home and my mother makes it. And you're sharing it to me. I'm like, oh, so I didn't eat I stopped eating processed food after I met you. After I had stayed at your house, I stopped processed food. And it just, You told me to listen to the food in my body, listen to it as it goes in. What is your body saying? And I learned to listen. It took me a bit to quiet. But once I learned to get quiet, I could feel my taste buds do. I could feel it. And so when I felt it, I'd stop. Denim and Pearls, my partner in Denim and Pearls says, "Good evening, ladies, fantastic energy." Of course. He's my sister. See, we even have the same multi-nails. But life is a choice. And if you're out here watching, you're listening, you say, I don't have choices. One, you do have choices. Two, like Shri says, they don't have to be, I'm going to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. It can be, I'm not going to put sugar in my tea. It could be that simple.
Like just Michelle, just to add what you said about how we take care of our body, I just want to convey this to everyone. It's so important listening to our body. How do we respect? Often I think sometimes we abuse our body. Don't you think so?
I know.
By not giving the food, our body needs food. That's the basic. We are here as human beings, the fundamental to eat. But that doesn't mean we just keep overeating. What it requires, what the body. I think we are busy complaining that no one takes care of us. But are you taking care of yourself?
Yeah. It all starts within. It all starts with us. And like I've told my clients, okay, you're looking for love. Do you love you?
Exactly.
How can anyone love you if you don't love you? I mean, you're saying it's like having a product for sale as a business person and saying, I don't use it. But you should buy it. You should buy it. We understand that we can feel it at a subconscious level that you don't believe in that. And so when people are like, I want love, but I can't find love. Well, do you love me? No, I don't love myself, but I need someone else to love me. You're not finding love because you don't love yourself. Find you first. And I say that a lot. I've learned so much in the past 5 years of my life of altering and adjusting and making choices. And that's why I'm so big about being a coach like you and going out and helping people realize the potential they have and to live unapologetically. And it's a choice to be the best version of you every day. No excuses. No, oh, I did this or, oh, I did this. No, you own you. You taught me that, Shri. You.
I must share this very recent example when I was coaching and mentoring one of my person. Her constant complaint when she came to me was, I am nobody's first priority.
Not even hers.
Yeah, I heard after a couple of sessions now, I asked her last week when my session said, tell me something, are you a first priority for yourself? While you're complaining, you are nobody's first priority. Because I had prepared in a couple of sessions with the discussion, she said, I know this question will come, I have an answer. And she says, I was not my first priority till now, but from now, I am my first priority. This is what I call mental shift.
That is huge mental shift. Her life will change now when she takes ownership. One of the things I tell my clients is stop looking for answers on the outside. Start from the inside. Whenever you think anything's going wrong in your world, take responsibility. So like people get mad, they say, well, you have cancer. I said, yeah, I take ownership of that. How can you take ownership of cancer? I said, I abused my body. I abused it and I expected it to heal without feeding it. I own this and I'm going to control it because I'll do the best in my ability to keep it from coming back. But if it comes back, oh, well, then that's what happens. But at least I did my best, right?
You've done an amazing job the way you have embraced your illnesses. Because another very close friend of mine also went through this cancer and she also embraced it. So any challenges in life, if I can bring out the mental shift, what Michelle did, whether she knows it or not, but the way she did the mental shift is first accept it. Yes. Whether it's right, wrong, or why me, we go through this huge question of why me. Then she said, okay, I have cancer now, I have cancer. Maybe it's multiple illnesses, so be it. I will still welcome you, welcome home. I have a space for you too. And treat the guests. She kind of embraced any illnesses she has, like a guest at home, give them a space and treat them well. So when you treat them well, they're happy and they'll make us happy and they feel good.
I like that because I said, I don't have cancer. Cancer's just here. It's just visiting.
Yes, that's why I'm using the word guest. So guests won't stay with you forever. They come and go.
Say, I won't be comfortable.
They need to be treated well.
Well, and that's the other thing. I said I started taking care of my body because my cancer needed a toxic environment to stay. And so I alkalined my entire body and I made it uncomfortable for it to stay. So yes, it was my guest, but it wasn't comfortable enough to hang around. So it left. And that's my mentality of it. And I love the fact that, oh, you know what? I just realized we have a gap coming up. We have a commercial coming up. So we will go to commercial, but when we come back, we need to talk more about what you do and how people can reach you, because not only have you helped me, you've helped my daughter, and I've used some of the things that you've talked to me about in my own coaching practice. So when we come back from commercial, I want to talk more about what you do. Okay. So stay tuned, everybody. Everyone stay where you are. We are breaking for commercial. My name is Michelle Mras, and you are watching Mental Shift. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Mental Shift. My name is Michelle Mras, and tonight's guest is Srividya Nagaraju. And what I wanted to share with you is, well, we're about to get into what she does, but she has so many hats she wears. She's a corporate leader, an award-winning, well, she does everything. She's an award-winning achiever. And if you follow her on social media, Instagram, Facebook, you name it, you will learn more about what she does. But we're about to come back and talk straight to her and learn more about what she does as a corporate trainer and a guest facilitator at the Indian Institute of Management at Bangalore, because she's a rock star and I love her. Come on back. Where are you? There you are.
Yes, hi, I'm back.
You are. And so, Sri, what do you do? I mean, I know you're a TEDx speaker. You're a phenomenal, powerful speaker. You are well connected throughout India and the world at this point. And what do you do as a corporate trainer? And because you're a psychologist too, I mean, and I know you do like NLP. I mean, there are so many things you do. It's hard to list everything you do. Just throw everything out. It would be easier to say, what do you not do? She is not a wrestler there.
Oh, yeah, I'm not. There are quite a few things I'm not, and I have no problem with that. It's important we focus on our strength I keep saying strengthen your strength and outsource your weakness.
Yes, I love that. Outsource your weakness. So what do you do as a corporate trainer? I mean, there's so many different types, but the way you work is very intricate, and you get into people's minds.
Yes, what I'm focusing right now when it comes to my training workshops is that I'm trying to bring something different. Everyone wants something new and something different approach. That's why I call myself Indic wisdom enthusiast. Okay, so I'm bringing stories and lessons from our Indian history. We all grow up listening to some stories from our history. I'm sure every country has that. Those stories, I'm bringing it back now and connecting to life and leadership lessons. So what's the difference is you connect from your heart as well. You connect at an emotional level to those stories because you've heard it there. But as kids, we have heard it more as a fantasy and all that kind. But today you relook at the same and completely learn life and leadership lessons. I think that journey has been amazing. What I'm currently doing, I'm thoroughly enjoying it, bringing that, and then map that Eastern and Western concept and put those frameworks, whether the 2x2 matrix, and connect. So that is what my focus on leadership. So I do training workshop for senior leaders from corporate world, and then one-to-one mentoring. That's what I do. And as I think I play different roles. I have worked in corporate world for 16 years. So I have played different roles there, being in the hardcore running the business operations and being in learning and development, and then my management and philosophy is my background, which is my upbringing.
Yes.
And psychology came in because I just wanted to do some volunteer work.
Oh.
So 20 years ago, I joined a non-commercial organization as a volunteer counselor. Incidentally, it was into counseling. And this is my 20th year of that volunteering. And that's where eventually I just ended up doing my master's in psychology. Since I had a lot of practical experience, I thought, let me learn some theory as well. And I did my master's in psychology. But yes, that has, I think, taught me so much. I have seen the world through people whom I counsel.
Okay.
I understand the world. I understand the challenges of the world through those people. Hearing to all their challenges, what they go through and how they transform with a simple, powerful process of just listening and helping them to understand themselves. And though I did as a volunteer work, but today in my profession as a trainer, mentor, it has become much more easy. That's where I'm able to connect to people better, understand, and they're here.
Well, you're a natural at it because you're so inquisitive, and not just high level inquisitive. You get deep, and that's why I was saying that you helped me through one of my darkest times when I didn't even realize I was in a dark time. I thought it was a natural thing to do, but you got deep into the questions and you just kept asking me more until I got to the point where I went, this makes no sense. Why am I doing this why am I torturing myself like this? And so that's why I wanted to share what you do, because you do it in a corporation. So you can help change the entire, not just the
organization culture.
Yeah, the whole culture rises up because you're working at them in here individually and as the group. And that's the magic of you.
In fact, I've specifically developed as you said, many corporations have tried this mentoring system, and not all of them are successful. Some of them, but not all of them. And I did my study saying, why are they not very successful? While the intent is very good. I think it has become more a process driven, that I'm supposed to follow this process, I'm supposed to do this, than actually understanding the nuances and the deep purpose of who a mentor is or what mentoring is. Thanks to my mentors in life, they've been amazing. And that is where I have done a lot of study and I've come up with a fantastic module of what exactly is mentoring supposed to do, and what are the different types of mentoring, and what are the qualities of a mentor and what are the qualities of a mentee. While you Google, you get a lot, but there are some which are not visibly, they should have this. No, but there are something more deeper. Do they have the time? Are they interested in your growth?
Let's say, are they connected?
The connectedness should be there. And the mentee, like you said, all of us have the dark side of us. And unfortunately, we don't even realize the dark side. That is where we need a mirror. And that's mentor. If I am who I am today is thanks to all my mentors, including you, Michelle.
We mentored each other.
without saying it.
Without knowing it, yeah.
Yeah, but yes, we have. And I have taken so much of inspiration from you. The way you have transformed in the last 5 years is just amazing. I mean, we just celebrated our 5 years of being in the TED platform, but our friendship as well. The way you deal with your illnesses. Wow, you're in middle of a surgery in the hospital and you take a picture and post it in social media. It takes a lot.
I did a Facebook Live, not just a picture. I did a whole live.
Yeah, you go live also, not just take a picture. Absolutely. So it takes, what it conveys a message, Michelle. Maybe I don't know what intent you did, but what the message I receive is, it's okay to show the vulnerable side of us. Mm-hmm. Because all of us do have, and you draw energy. By you taking pictures or going live, you have inspired thousands of people without telling them directly. Your action has conveyed. I'm like, wow.
Action speaks very loud. My philosophy with all that, though, is I've gone through a lot of things. And for most of my life, I stayed quiet. And I watch all these people on social media and everything's so perfect. Everything's so perfect. And I know that's not true. And so when people see me, I want them to see, yes, I'm successful. Yes, I live life full. Yes, I have problems, but I can keep moving because I claim them. I understand why they're there. I take my responsibility in that scenario and I move forward. And anyone else can do that. We're all human and we all can learn how to deal with whatever's coming at us. And because you stayed in touch with me through I had 8 surgeries in the past 3 years. And there's something about that. I could either let it break me down and be an example to everyone of letting it break me down, or I can say, what can I learn from this? And let everyone else learn from what I've learned to use it as a brick stone.
You chose to challenge.
Yeah.
Connecting to the theme of this year. Yes, you made a choice.
Choose to challenge. Now, if I could, I'd be on an airplane flying over to you again because I want to hang out for another 2 weeks with you.
Oh, I would love to hang out. Let's see. I'm sure if we put that thought to the universe, it will manifest very soon.
It will, because I want it. We want it. But there's a thing about, I say often to people that you need to find a tribe. You need to find a tribe of people who believe in you, who support you, and they allow you to grow. And they don't let you to hold yourself back. And most people, I think that your tribe has to be next to you. You are part of my tribe. I don't speak to you every day, but you are part of my tribe that I know if I need something, you're there. You're a WhatsApp away, or you've got your shows that you've been doing these live podcasts on LinkedIn. I can just listen to you for a bit and I've got it. And it's weird that it's when I need it is when I hear it.
Right. And that day you will hear what you want to hear.
Yeah, the one thing I needed to get me out of whatever I was thinking. So I encourage those of you who are watching, connect with her. Srividya Nagaraju. No one else has her name. She's the only one. And hopefully they put your name back up there again so they can find you on LinkedIn. But when do you do your podcast, that live program I've been seeing? Do you do it on a regular basis?
I've been doing monthly live shows. I did one with you, right? Ask the expert. So I invite an expert along with me, and then we let the audience ask us questions. And each month I choose a topic.
Okay.
And then we go with that.
So follow you.
Just follow me. And often I keep releasing some videos, and then weekly once, a very small quote I've been sharing, and I'm sure you've been following that. A simple reminder to follow in day-to-day life. Just those good reminders. So every Monday, my Monday motivation is that one small quote in our Indian Sanskrit language. It's very rich with such great quotes. So I just pick one of them and with an English translation and explanation.
I love it.
That's been, I think, people are able to connect more with that. And a little like, somebody other day asked me, where is my dose of Monday dose?
Well, people love the small shareable content, because I've been doing that too. I used to do only videos, and then I went, you know what, I'll start putting images out, images with quotes. And then I just started putting like 2-liners. People love the quick sparks. Yeah.
We are in an instant world now, right? It's a dynamic world. So we need those. Everything is bite size. Everything has to be bite size.
Speaking of bite size, I remember you having me drink coconut milk out of a coconut. I miss that so much. Okay, I'm distracted. But spending time with you, either virtual or in person, is always magical. And that's why I tell people to reach out to you, to find you, because you are a natural psychologist. It's who you are, that inquiry, that sensing what's going on inside of someone, and in reaching into us and helping us find who we really are, or what that issue is to pull us out. I truly believe my weeks with you in India, just talking to you randomly and walking and getting thoughts out of my head, helped me transform my 200 and something pound body to the 145 pound one. Okay. Because you helped me get out of my way. I was so busy thinking what society wanted of me, what society said happens. When you turn 50 years old, you're going to gain weight. It's just natural. It's who you are. Oh, yeah, you're in America. All your food is laced with junk. So you're just going to have poison in you no matter what. Yeah, there's these things that we've been told, and we just accept them. And after spending that time with you, and I realized that food tasted different in India, and that my mental state was different when I was in the trees. And then when I sat quietly with you, my attitude changed again, that I didn't have to bring my American attitude back. Wow. And I think that's my major point, is that I learned to slow down in a world of chaos. Remember, I kept saying that in India, there's cars going by you constantly. Why am I so quiet here?
Yeah, we have too much of noise around here. Yes.
Yeah, but I didn't even hear it. I live here in Colorado. I don't hear cars ever. And I was more agitated here. And so it was a mental state that I had to bring back. And that's what I learned out of you, your family, your whole family, all your friends, everyone that I met. It was an attitude of an internal attitude. And that is part of what I like to train in my coaching. I learned it from you. Get quiet, and you control you. As the Women's Month motto, choose the challenge. You choose.
Absolutely. And I want to remind everyone, we have the right to make choices, and we have the power to make choices. And it's absolutely okay to make choices.
Yes.
A lot of people need to hear this.
Yeah. Keep saying, why? Why? What do you want? You choose. What are you choosing? Stop asking me questions. I don't want to know the answers. But it's the best thing ever. And you were so gentle about it that I didn't even realize I was learning.
I think that's you, naturally a learner, Michelle. I must acknowledge that you're a natural learner, so you learn. I think it is so important, like what you said, connecting with our own self, connect with our body. We can't be a visitor to our body. Mm-hmm. In saying a love hate, I enter when I like it. I don't want to come when I don't like it. No, it's not a movie to go and not go. You live here. So can we connect to our body completely? Embrace it, acknowledge, listen to it, both mind and the body. It's so important, isn't it? And now you see what magical change you brought it to yourself. I'm sure sometimes you have to keep showing your old picture. I
do. I keep my old picture on the mirror in my bathroom so I remember, because I forget. And this new me, I can actually feel the glow come out of me. I can feel the light. Before, I didn't know I had one. And now it's just always radiating.
again, it's a word of caution here. It's not about the size, what you change, but you change the whole you as a person. I think that is important here. It's not about just the weight loss. You just didn't lose weight. You lost all those negative things you had.
And that's it. When I explain my weight loss, I explain it as shedding all the things I hated about myself. Because I would always look in the mirror and hate myself. Oh, I just hate that. And what I started doing was, I love that I'm a woman. I love this shape. I love my skin. And I was thanking my body for holding me, thanking my spirit for pushing through all the pain that it had to go through, in my body for healing. And so I was thanking it every morning for something new, something different. I would thank it every day. And I was always imagining the me I saw in my head. And that's, my body came to it. And it was like, I stopped beating it up and appreciated myself, and my body thanked me back.
Beautiful.
I pulled pieces off. Yeah, I pulled off the weight. I pulled off the weight of all the insecurity and all the anger and all the regrets.
Yes. And we carry all that in our body. So it's important we shut it out. The way you said, it leads me to this another message or another concept of what I keep reminding myself. I think as women or as human beings, we are not as fragile as we perceive.
Yeah.
And we are much more powerful than what we believe.
Mm-hmm.
This is my message quote, which I want to share this month with everyone around the world, is that I will want to repeat, we are not as fragile as we perceive, and we are much, much more powerful than what we believe.
So much.
I think that's what is Michelle, what she demonstrated. So shifted from that, oh, I am fragile, I can't do this, I can't do that too. I'm not fragile and I'm powerful. So that whole transformation.
I own this.
Yes. You too.
We lost signal for a little bit. Yeah, own it. I own this. You own this. We all own our choices, and we are not weak. I mean, your brain will tell you, ow, 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 stop. But it doesn't have to. It can handle a heck of a lot more. I mean, one of the things, I guess I wanted to bring more about, bring back the whole Shakti, because I hear a lot of women empowerment, and what Sri said earlier, you don't need empowerment. You just need to be reminded that you have it. It's a reminder. No one needs to be empowered. It's part of who we are. And that's one of the things I learned with Sri when I was in India with her and talking. I've got the power. You've got the power. We choose to grasp it instead of letting the kite fly by itself. We own that string. Take it.
Oh, so I must share this example, what I had recently. Yeah.
Please do.
Okay. So, as you said, Shakti, the power is inside. One of my mentee, whom she's a senior director, a big family-owned business. So she got connected with me for some other context, and she just wanted to take those mentoring sessions with me. And then after a few sessions, she said, you know what, I've gone to so many coaches, or I've gone to so many people. Everyone kept only highlighting what am I not good at. You're the only one who said, no, you have it inside and you can do it. And I'm able to do it now. I'm able to bring in that change, and I'm able to contribute to the organization. Family-owned businesses, she was saying I was more a director to sign and do all that. But I was never happy because I was not contributing. And now she's become a contributor. So that's all I'm saying. Everyone has a power within. When I say that Shakti is a very, very powerful word, it's important we connect.
Yes.
Again, believe, yes, the power is within. Why not? If somebody like me who failed in 12th grade and, not so good, didn't know English and all that can get invited to Colorado to talk on a TED platform. Why not? Anyone can do. If one Shri can do, if one Michelle can do, I'm sure anyone can do, right? We're not different.
And Vidya says, Shakti, the power is inside. Super. Now, I have a second commercial we're about to go to. Please don't go away. Shri, think about the thought you want to leave everyone with so that they have something to work on until the next time they run across you on LinkedIn and connect with you, okay? We'll go to commercial. You are watching Mental Shift. My name is Michelle Mras. Please stand by and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Mental Shift. My name is Michelle Mras, and tonight my guest is Srividya Nagaraju from Bangalore. I say Bangalore, India. Come on back. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized something. I forgot to say the commercials. We're going to put you back for a minute. We are going to go run our TNC lineup of all of our shows. So welcome. I want to share with you that we have live stream shows for everyone. You just have to come and watch it. The next shows that are going to be listed out are all in Philippine time. So take a peek and listen to the shows that can enlighten you and help you see the new you. Notable personalities and their stories on The Big Picture, Mondays through Fridays, 7 p.m. Human Resources and Management on HR Hotline, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at noon. The Family Business is Everyone's Business, Saturdays at 4 p.m. Success Stories on The Fourth Project, Saturdays, 6 p.m. Dubai, 10 p.m. Philippines. Beauty Beyond What Your Eyes Can See, Usapang Beauty, Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. Time to hear positive news on COVID stories, Saturdays at 10:30 a.m. Life turnaround stories at U-Turn, Mondays and Thursdays, 10:30 a.m. The Home Buyer guides you to property, Mondays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. Laugh and learn with the Poppet Stories, Mondays at 5:30 p.m. TNC Marketplace, Thursdays and Fridays at 10 p.m. Your Rights, Yo Law, Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Money and More, Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m. Philippines, 5:30 a.m. USA. The stage is yours. TNC The Talk, Mondays at noon. Chill and Booze, After Shift, Wednesdays and Fridays at 8:30 p.m. Strategize and win in life through Win Within, Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. Dream, Achieve, Nurture, and Inspire, Donnie Art Show, Fridays at 5:30 p.m. Learn Together Across Borders, Foreign Affairs, Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. Health is Wealth on Healthline, Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Celebrate Women at Work at 9 a.m. Saturdays. Have an awesome day, Mondays at 2:30 p.m. Cybersecurity is Key on CyberNext, Wednesdays at noon. Emerging and Practical Technologies, TechU, Fridays at 2:30 p.m. Learn from the Market Leader, Tuesdays and Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. Well Home brings a well life, Tuesdays and Saturdays at 2:30 p.m. Coping and Coupling, Couple Goals, Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. Listen to this generation on The Millennial Voice, Mondays at 8:30 p.m. The journey continues with Moving On Business, Tuesdays and Fridays at 4 p.m. Catch our original shows One Day, TNC Arena, TNC PressCon, and TNC Town Hall, Saturdays at 7 p.m., co-hosted by TNC founders Lloyd and Apple. Town Hall is where we talk to you, our valued audience. Last but not least, it's never too late for Mental Shift, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. USA, Wednesdays and Fridays at 10:30 a.m. Philippines. Thank you so much for joining me on Mental Shift. For more upcoming shows, follow the hashtag TNCNow on Facebook and YouTube. Allow your passion to inspire you, and together, let us hashtag see the new you. Welcome back to Mental Shift. And if you're watching, or if you've got a friend who might want to advertise on this international show, please have them connect with the TNC Now. Write them and say, hey, I'm interested in being part of the sponsorship of TNC. Yeah, there it is, youtube.com TNC Now. Connect and find out if you'd like to be a sponsor for Mental Shift. That would be awesome. So please welcome back Sri. There you are. You're on my final episode of season 1. Next week starts season 2, and I'm all by myself on Tuesday night. Yeah, I'll be a whole hour by myself. Never done that one before, but we only have 4 minutes left, I believe, and I would love for you to share your wisdom with the audience so that they can take a little tidbit away and work on or think about.
I think when we are talking a lot about this, choose what you want to be who you are, and all that, there's some people, what I often hear is, isn't it being selfish? Okay, I think I'll take this opportunity to clarify that. Selfish is very simple difference. You know, if I say, I want this phone, is self-love. Selfish is only when I say, you know, only I should own this, nobody else should have. That is selfish. And often we are not that. What I've seen, none of us are selfish, but we get confused with the self-love. So it's okay to say, I want this. We are by and large harmless. So just focusing on ourselves, taking care of ourselves is not selfish. Only when I take care of myself, only when I am happy, when I love myself, I can spread the same thing. What is inside comes out, right? You can't get anything else out. If you have love inside, love comes out. If you're inspired, the inspiration comes out. So it's important that we take care of ourselves, pay attention to ourselves so that we can give more to others. And that's what we want to. So my mantra, favorite quote, or my own message, like Michelle, you keep saying, be unapologetically who you are, right? I say, you must inspire yourself before you inspire others.
Yes. I totally agree. Wonderful words to end our show with. End of season 1. Sri, thank you so much for being my inspiration, helping me find who I am, and allowing me to vent to you and realize that I was not being selfish, that I needed to have self-love. It was the beginning of so much of my transformation. And I thank you so much for what you've given for me. And I hope
you so much for being my inspiration too, and inviting me for this show as well. I'm privileged. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you. And audience, if you're out there watching, if you need inspiration, if you need a coach, reach out. We are in a digital world. There are no borders. Reach out. You can get to Sri easily through LinkedIn, okay? Because if she can help change my world, she can help you change your world. And I'm serious about that. So everyone, please be sure to put your calendars, mark it. If you're in the United States, Tuesday and Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time. If you are in India or in the Philippines, anywhere on that side, it's Wednesday around 10:30 a.m. in the Philippines. So Wednesday and Friday, 10:30 a.m. in the Philippines. I believe it's 8 a.m. in India when we started. Yes.
Right.
So Please stay tuned for Mental Shift. Season 2 starts next week, and it'll be me and myself and I for the very first show. But I wanted you all to meet someone who was very special and a huge inspiration in my life who helped me transform. If you want to know what she's talking about when she says how much I've changed, go to my website, michellemras.com, and you will see what happened to me by being able to choose to challenge myself. Have a wonderful month. Unless you're going to come see me on Thursday night or Tuesday and Thursday nights or whatever you are, Wednesday, Friday. And everyone, be well, be good. And remember what Shri said.
You must inspire yourself before you inspire others.
Yes, inspire yourself before you inspire others. And it's not selfish to be self-loved. Have a wonderful week, everyone. And until Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, depending on where you are, my name is Michelle Mras, and you are watching Mental Shift.